we are back. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 2. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. So we pick up where we left off. Carlos, being the messy person that he is, he brings Sunni and Moses on stage. Melody looked like she was just uncomfortable. She wanted to leave, wanted no parts of that mess. So Carlos brings up the fact that Moses showed up for Sunni, but didn't do the same for Destiny. So Sunni said, long story short, you show up for those you need to show up for. So Sunni is feeling herself. She is on her high horse. But girl, in due time, you will be knocked down, okay? So, because the same way you got Moses will be the same way you lose him. So Carlos questioned Sunni about Destiny, saying that she would vent to Sunni about Moses, and Sunni would tell Destiny to dump him so that Moses can hop in her bed, child. So Moses and Sunni, they're attempting to explain the timeline of their relationship, detailing the period from Moses' breakup with Destiny to the start of his relationship with Sunni and Honey. The details they're providing seem inconsistent and shit is not adding up. And Melody pretty much says the thing, something in the water ain't clean. It's a gray area. So they leaving shit out. It's just not making sense. So Sunni said when she first started dating Moses, he was dating other women. So did she admit right here that she was a side piece? Were you a side chick as well? Because if you're dating him and he's dating other women, you're the side chick. But then she tried to say that Destiny was. So maybe both of y'all was. And is this the type of man you want to be with? Because you realize you have the same man that Destiny had. Remember that. So Moses goes on to say that he said that Destiny's unstableness caused friction in their relationship, and she didn't prioritize him, which left him feeling neglected. But if she's unstable, how the hell can she prioritize you if she can't even prioritize herself? She's unstable. Make it make sense. So he said she would be traveling, going to award shows, hanging out with other people, and she wasn't consistent with the woman he needed her to be. So Pick Misha, Sunni swooped in with her cape, positioning herself as his savior or Captain Save-A-Man, and rescues him from his neglect. But in the confessional, Sunni seemed a little more invested than Moses. So she said that she knows how to prioritize her man. She looked that man in his eye and said, their relationship is built on love, God, and building wealth. And she couldn't have painted a better picture of a man than Moses. And his response was, And that's it. He said, and left it at that. But in this scene, Sunni seemed to be overcome with the anger towards Destiny. Girl, when you the one that did her wrong. Like, what is going on here? She's trying to deflect responsibility to try to convince herself that her actions were justified. And this is what people do sometimes. They try to direct their frustration on other people when they're really feeling guilty, trying to rationalize their own behavior. And that is what she's trying to do. Because Sunni doesn't want to confront the possibility that she just might have did Destiny dirty. She don't want to do that. Meanwhile, the Eminem brothers, Maurice and Marcel, they go visit Martell. And Martell asked him, why did he do an interview with a blogger? Because he wanted to. The same reason your mama-in-law did an interview with the blogger. They didn't give a damn why Martell interviewed with Tasha K. Marcel didn't give a damn. Because he don't like Melody. He can care less what Martell says about her, what he does towards her. Because he's the same man that put free Martell when he got arrested for domestic violence. So get this. Marcel thinks that Martell should hang out with him and his brother because he need some logical friends. So after a long pause, Martell was like, nah, I'm good. If y'all need Martell to film with, just say that. Because what kind of logic can y'all possibly give him? He needs a therapist at this point. He really does. And all jokes aside, I really hope that he really needs a therapist. He seemed depressed. Keke and Stormi meet up. Keke has been leaking stuff to the blogs and blaming it on her mama child. Stormi does not believe her, and she just want her to be honest with her and own up to what she did. But of course, she won't. She's still insisting on blaming her mother. So Keke did share that she did feel some type of way towards Melody in Houston, and that Stormi was the only person that had her back. That might be true, but also Stormi is the only one that's delusional enough to believe you. So Stormi tells Keke that she just want her to own up to what she did. She apologized and said she made a mistake, but at the same time, she still didn't say it was her that went to the bloggers. She's still saying it was her mother, so she took no accountability, no ownership at all. Stormi, be careful. She crossed her own cousin. She crossed Melody. You don't think she's going to cross you while you're pretending to be, hell, her savior? The girl is lying through her teeth. Hell, she done lied on her damn mother. And you want to trust her? So meanwhile, the Scott sisters meet up with Sunni to hear her side of the story regarding Moses. So Tisha tells her to her face what she did was trifling. So do I. Sunni is still making excuses for what she did by downplaying the relationship she had with Destiny. Sunni doesn't feel she did anything wrong, but if she felt that getting with Moses wasn't wrong, why did she feel the need to reach out to Destiny in the first place to tell her that things are getting serious with her and Moses? It doesn't make sense. Sunni, what you did is bird behavior. And the fact that you try to rationalize this snake shit you did. But Tisha was digging in that ass. Tisha tells Sunni as a producer what she did was wrong and that it could have been any of their husbands. And then Kimmi said, hide your husband, hide your sons. And Sunni made it clear, listen, honey, I don't want y'all husbands, please. Sunni pretty much thinks that Destiny was delusional to think that they were friends. And then she went on to say at one point she rejected Moses because she didn't think it was cool. But girl, you just said, oh my God, girl, what? You rejected him because you didn't think it was cool. But in the same sentence, you said you don't feel you did anything wrong. Okay, you're not making sense. And then this heifer had the nerve to say that she prayed to God about dating him. First of all, God is not going to orchestrate a relationship that's going to cause another woman pain. Please leave God out of your BS. How dare you? God will not bless a mess. Then again, what God did you pray to? This situation between you and Moses was God. Listen, God was not involved in this. That was you and only you. How dare you bring God in the midst of your mess? And then the heifer said that she poured into Destiny and paid for things for her. Then heifer, this would make her your friend. So Tisha tells her, let's not bring money into it. She felt like it was a jab and throws Melody under the bus and says that Melody did the same thing. Ooh. How did Melody get involved in this conversation? Anyway, I know some of y'all don't like Destiny, but child, I cannot co-sign on this BS that Sunni did to her. I can't do it. And Sunni, don't be surprised if Moses does the same thing to you. You will lose Moses the same way you got him, honey. And then she said that the relationship happened so fast that they didn't even have an engagement. And honestly, because this thing was so rushed, I cannot see this thing lasting. Because he was planning a life with Destiny, and look how that turned out. And it says something about his character for him to date a woman that you know your ex was close with. And I feel like if anyone should have told Destiny, it should have been Moses, because he'd known her for 15 years. And Sunni thought that her hatred towards Destiny would make her actions favorable from the viewers as well as the cast, and it backfired. And did y'all notice how she was going hard for Destiny, but she didn't go this hard for Marceau when Stormi kept calling him a bitch. Meanwhile, Melody has invited Keke to the studio. She wanted to confront Keke about the rumors she was spreading to the bloggers that Melody was this terrible friend during the trip to Houston, a trip that she wasn't invited to, but Melody suggested that she ask Nell Fletcher if she could come. So Melody has been a good friend to Keke. She's the only person other than Stormi that thought she was clean, while others, including her family, thought that her behavior was suspicious and she was still on, her that substance abuse. So Keke apologizes to Melody, and Melody pretty much wants to know, well, what exactly are you apologizing for? She had the opportunity to come clean and tell Melody it was her that went to the blogger, but she insisted on to continue to blame her mother and also saying that she had no ill intent. But if you had no ill intent, why did you go to the blogger in the first place? She wanted to tarnish Mel's name because Mel is known for her pristine image. She's highly respected and people have this admiration for her, especially women. And Keke, you were angry. You were angry with her in Houston. You were so angry with her to the point where you wanted to tarnish her name. You wanted for people to finally see Melody in the negative light. So Melody is puzzled as to why Keke didn't come to her directly with any issues. But Keke claims she didn't do that because she wanted to avoid confrontation. And Melody called her out on it and said, wait a minute now, because you threw a drink in your cousin's face. If that ain't confrontation, I don't know what is. And I love this conversation between Melody and Keke because Melody didn't beat around the bush. She told her straight up, pretty much, I can't have you in my life right now. And she decided to cut ties with Keke because Keke is toxic. And Mel, don't give her another opportunity to cross you. This is who she is. And you're finally getting a chance to see it. And it's only a matter of time before Stormi, have her chance of seeing just how messy Keke really is and how toxic she is. This lady means no one any good. Hell, she crossed her own cousin. She would cross you. And now that Melody has cut ties with Keke, because Melody and Stormi were the only two that was really fooling with Keke, would we see more of her on the show? I'm not sure, because don't nobody fool with her. Then again, we might, because from the looks of it, it seems that Keke is Stormi's storyline. And I'm with Melody. Keke had the opportunity to share her story and her journey through substance abuse, but she didn't do that. She used this platform to be so involved in her cousin's marriage, to be messy. Like, this girl had a story to tell and she didn't tell it. So y'all, this is the end of the video. If you made it this far, and I hope you did, give the video a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comments. Bye.